Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. So, I want to share something with you guys, but before I do, we're going to go ahead and get into prayer. All right. Abba Yah, I thank you so much for this set apart day of rest, Abba Yah. I thank you so much for new mercy and grace and goodness, Abba Yah. I thank you that your kindness is everlasting. I thank you for your love. I thank you that your love is perfect, Abba Yah. I thank you that you continue to keep and sustain us, Abba Yah, that you continue to cover us, Abba Yah, be with us, Abba Yah. I thank you that you lead us down the paths of righteousness for your name's sake, Abba Yah. I thank you that you desire that no man should perish, Abba Yah, but just help us, Abba Yah, to continue to seek you in everything that we do, Abba Yah, to seek first your kingdom and make you our habitation. I thank you, I love you, I praise you, I honor you, Abba Yah. You are my Father, my Shepherd, my HalleluYah, my everything, Abba Yah. It is in the mighty and matchless name of your Son, Adonai Yahushua Hamashiach, I pray. HalleluYah, HalleluYah, HalleluYah. And it is so. And it is so. HalleluYah. So this is what I want to share. All right. So a couple of days ago, I prayed and I asked Yah, I said, Abba Yah, show me you. Like, show me you and let my life never be the same because of it. So sometimes when you pray, really not sometimes, but all times, when you pray, you gotta watch. You gotta watch so that you know when your prayers are answered, right? And it might not be that Abba Yah answers your prayers in a way that you would think, like some earthquake or hurricane. But you know, when you pray in faith and you believe, He hears your prayers and He's gonna answer your prayers. So I woke up yesterday morning and I was in prayer, and you know, I always say, you know, Abba Yah, and I say my Father. But when I say a Father, it felt different. Like, it felt close to home. It felt intimate in a way that I hadn't experienced before, you know? And so sometimes you pray, show me you, and it's like my answered prayer was him drawing me in closer to him. And the reason why that's so special, like after I said it, I walked outside. I always like to walk outside. I'm outside right now. But I was so I felt so special. And I felt like a little princess or like a little girl. I felt so loved. I was in awe. I didn't know what to do with myself because I felt it. And the reason why that's so special and so big to me is because the same Elohim that if you look around like and you see the grass, he created the grass. He created the moon, the stars, the sun, all of these different types of trees, right? He created them. He commands the beings of everything. So the crickets, they're chirping. The birds, he gives them a song to sing. The vascular system within the trees, he sustains them. I always say, if you ever have any doubts, go find the oldest tree you can look at and just observe it for a minute. Like, really study trees. The trees don't move. They don't got to go out and source their water or their nutrients. Abba Yah gives them everything they need. And so I'm in awe. I'm in awe. It's like he wants me to call him Father. You see what I'm saying? This is getting closer to home. You know, he wants me to call him Father. And so I'm just like, in a world where, you know, everyone looks at black women and they want us to be strong. And yes, we're intrinsically, naturally strong, but we don't have to be. You get what I'm saying? I'm a very feminine woman because Yah has made me to be. I didn't grow up that way. I used to be a little bit of a tomboy, but everything that I am, Yah has made me to be, right? And it started with him working on the countenance of my heart so that you could see this physical countenance. But I'm just like, Father. I'm sorry, I'm just blushing as I say it because for anybody who's a daddy's girl, right? And you got a father that takes good care of you and, you know, y'all do things together. A father is someone who wants to keep you on the righteous path. He's concerned for you. He cares about you. He wants to make sure that you have the best. You know, like, I know for me, like, Yah shows me things about people in my life. He gives me foresight, insight, visions, warnings, good things, the things to come that he has planned for me. And it's like, wow, so like what that did for me, it put me back into a place where I can be a little girl, you know, like you don't have to be grown with y'all. You shouldn't be. He wants us to come to him as children. We're his children. And so it just put me in a place of like, wow, not only is he my shepherd, not only is he my HalleluYah, strong and mighty, mighty in battle, giving me strategy for every area of my life, but he's my father. I could be delicate with him. I could be vulnerable with him. I could cry to him. And it's like he wanted me to know, like, father. And I don't believe in coincidences. I don't believe in just like feelings. I check for the fruits of the Ruach. And what came with it was joy and shalom. When I felt that, when I experienced that. So I just want to share that. He's a good father. Like and when you pray and you believe, and he hears and answers your prayers. And so he's got me more intimate with him. And I've been desiring that. I've been praying about that for a long time. A long time. So I'm just basking in his goodness. Like and this is one thing I want to add. It's people out here and they have titles and degrees, especially people that be having doctor's degrees. They be like, call me doctor. And if you don't add that in, oh my goodness, it's a wrap. But maybe that's the main thing they do, right? They're a doctor, they've got some degree of philosophy, and they study, they do their research. And so because of that, they want to be held in some high regard. Like I know the university that I went to, like, man, if you mess around and say a mister and it's doctor, whew, it's a wrap. I literally, like, one time I was tired working on the paper, and like I put the wrong name on the paper, like the wrong first name, and like he took 20 points off. Like, people are so concerned about their titles, and we have to realize that no matter how much we do, we're never greater than Yah. We can never do more than Yah. We can never be or do anything better than Yah. Yet, Yah sits high and looks low. The earth is his footstool. Like, I'm just looking around at how many different types of trees are around me. I mean, even if you study the pine tree, there are pine needles that grow straight, and pine needles that grow up. There's all these different types of leaves and trees around me. And what's amazing is when we say green, there's so many different shades of green outside, like even just in front of me. The seas, Abba Yah commands the seas. He allows the rivers to flow. I'm looking at like the trees and blowing in the wind. I'm like, okay, so Abba Yah is blowing these trees with his ruach, his breath, the wind. Yet he's taking care of every living creature in the ocean and on land. Yet he's taking care of me because he's omnipresent and he's omnipotent. He's all powerful. He does all of that, and he still says, I can call him Father. And it's not that I don't reverence him. It's not that I don't go to him in order. I call him Abba Yahuah. I call him my Elohim. He is strong and mighty. He is my shepherd. He is sovereign over every area of my life. But yet he wants me to call him Father. Right? Wow. Wow. So, I'm just soaked that in. I just wanted to share how good our Yah is. Like, he's so good. All right, well, Shabbat Shalom and be blessed.